book, and the book starts with the smoky mirror. The smoky mirror. And he's talking about fog, how we cannot see clearly, how we cannot see each other, how we are not, we do not see our connection. But the truth is, we are connected. We are connected as human beings. It's just that the human ego wants to separate. The work of the ego, because people keep talking about, the male ego, the female ego, is just a human ego. It's just a human ego. The work of the ego is to separate you from things. It separates you from God. You see yourself separate from God. You see yourself separate from other people. You differentiate yourself. You separate yourself according to religion. You separate yourself according to race. You separate yourself according to color, and so on. So when he talks about the smoky mirror, he's basically saying that I am a reflection of you, or I mirror myself. When I look at you, I am mirroring myself to you. So everything you feel about a person, and I want you to think about that colleague you don't like, that auntie, that uncle, that person who brings out the worst in you, is not about them. Even though most of the time we think, it's about them. It's not about them. It's about you. There's nothing you can do about that other person. But you have to ask yourself, why does this person exude so much hatred, so much uneasiness when I see them? There is something they are mirroring, and you can recognize it in yourself, and you are uncomfortable about it. So remember, we attract who we are. We attract who we are. And if you feel happiness from within, you attract happiness. If you feel joy from within, you attract, you exude joy and attract joy. If you feel nasty, you exude nastiness and you attract nastiness. That's the fact. Either you won't run away from it, but that's the truth. That's how the universe works. So that's a smoky mirror. The author Don Miguel Ruiz goes ahead now to look at how we are domesticated. Where do these belief systems that we're talking about, where are they coming from? Where are they coming from? So they come from mommy and daddy, who are caregivers, or anybody else who took care of you. Those are your caregivers. They come from the society. This is how sisi kama, us, like we live like this, we do things like this. That's society. The government, schools you are taken to, churches or mosques you are taken to. All these things are shaping you slowly by slowly. And remember, as a child, you believe everything the adults tell you. You don't have an option. You absorb it because you are learning using attention. Kids are very attentive. If you have a kid in your house, just look at them. They are very attentive. Their work is just to absorb. The same way with you, your work was basically to absorb things as they were brought to you. So slowly by slowly, you are inputting in your subconscious mind. You are inputting it there that this is how people do things. You are being domesticated slowly by slowly. And he talks about that people are domesticated just the way, you are brought as a child. You are domesticated the same way a dog is, through a reward system and a punishment system. So you fear punishment and you also feel good when you get the reward. The reward being the attention that you get from your caregivers, because human beings cannot survive as small, when you're infant, you cannot survive without the attention, the warmth that you get from your caregivers. That is why you're even told when babies are very small, it's good to do skin to skin. There's some warmth in the attention that you get. So that particular system, and I'm not saying don't discipline these kids, don't give them treats, but it's also important now to understand, once you grow up, you should have an awareness that my parents now have left. They are no longer domesticating me. They are no longer punishing me. They are no longer giving me rewards and punishment. It is now time to stand on my own 2 feet. But most of us, we continue with the autopilot. If your mom used to tell you, hiyo chakula maliza, you find yourself still stuffing food in your mouth. Why? If you're full, you're full. Your brain is telling you You are full. Keep the food. I don't say throw it away, but keep the food. You have to ask yourself, why am I doing these things? Because remember now, this process of fear, fear of punishment, and the love of attention, it makes people pleasers when you grow up. When you are not awake to the fact that, hey, I am grown, I no longer have to do what everybody wants me to do. So are you a people pleaser? Are you a people pleaser? Are you doing what you want to do in your life now? Are you doing what you want to do? Look at your life. If you're married, if you have a job, you went to school, all those things that you did, is your hand there? Did you really want to do them? Because you have to ask yourself. Sometimes you find yourself trapped in so many things, and really, it is the society, it is the caregivers that were pushing you towards there. That is why the book says you need courage to change your belief systems. If they are not working, change them. If they are not working, change them. You don't have to use them. Use what works for you. Use what works for you. And here, the word is courage. You need courage to change your life. Courage to change your behaviors. Courage to acquire new habits. Courage to gain knowledge. Courage to be still, that I want to sit in my bedroom, I want to sit in my living room for 5 quiet minutes. And I want to focus on me. I want to read something that is nourishing for me. I want to tap in. Because remember, I know the book hasn't talked about intuition, but I just want to speak about it briefly. Remember, God speaks to you all the time. He speaks all the time. The issue is we don't listen. Because there is so much noise around us. We can't even hear him. Remember, even sometimes you feel like, hey, I think today I should carry an umbrella. You fight with that, carry an umbrella. Should I carry? Should I not carry? You find you've not carried. But is this somebody who told you to carry an umbrella? But the inner self is telling you carry that umbrella. So who is that speaking to you? That's your soul speaking to you through God. So if you cannot be able to hear a mare carry your umbrella, is it going to kill you? No. How are you going to hear those big things? Those big things you're asking. I want my relationship to work. God is busy telling you something, but you can't hear it because there's so much noise around you. I want my business to work. He's showing you the way, but you can't hear it because you are not even aware that he's speaking. I want to quit my job and start a business. What do I do? Some of us don't ask questions, and even when we ask, we do not listen to the answer. So before I go, I finish this. I want to maybe introduce you to a few. In the slides, I've called it a spiritual practice, and for any change to occur, for that book to make any sense to you, we must start changing our thoughts from the negative now to the positive. And the best way to do that is to use affirmations. Use the I ams that I've talked about. Use affirmations. I'll give examples in the group of these affirmations, because what affirmations do, they are affirmations are exercise of the mind. The same way physical exercise, the same way you do physical exercise with the body, affirmations are of the mind. Because the purpose of affirmations is basically to change how you've been programmed in your subconscious mind. And the only way you can do that is by repetition. So I want you to start using affirmations. Go online. All those affirmations are there. It doesn't hurt to try anything, because the thing is, we say that we want to go left, or we want to do something good, but along the day, we say one affirmation, but our mind thinks 20 other negative things. Utasaidika aje? Yeah? Because even Even God or the universe doesn't know how to help you, because one step right, 20 steps behind. We have to be consistent. So I want you to start using affirmations. The other thing is, I want you to start using or start journaling, gratitude journals. List the things you're thankful for. List the things you're thankful for every day. Every day, make it a habit that before even you go and sleep, before you switch off, make it a habit. What am I thankful for? Just 5 things. You can even do or 15. You can do 10 or 15, whatever. You can even note it in your head. I'm thankful for life. I'm thankful for health. I'm thankful, I'm thankful for purpose. I'm thankful for my children. I'm thankful for my parents. You are thankful for so many things. I'm thankful that my body works in perfect order. All those things. I want you to make it a habit. And remember, you start small. The other thing I want to speak, even if you have not read the book, do not guilt yourself. Even if you've not read the book, do not guilt yourself over it. Read in small portions. 1 page, 2 pages a day. That's not so hard that's not so difficult. It is not so difficult to do. So I want to wish you well, and I want to wish you a good day or a good morning, depending on when we are watching this. Anything that I may not have covered, I will cover in the next session, and hopefully our next Zoom will go as planned. And also I'll put the slides in there. I know I have there's something that is coming to me that I have not looked at, how we judge ourselves and how we victimize ourselves. I can always cover it in the next Zoom. So have a good day.